Hi, Chloe here again of Jackman Photography, a Bay Area based wedding, portrait, and yoga fitness photography business, and recently married. It'll be 3 months on Saturday. I cannot believe it. But anyways, I started making these videos because I thought I knew so much about planning a wedding, being a wedding photographer for like 8 years, but I didn't know anything. And it was so confusing. So I am just creating some videos to share my experience. So feel free to check the other ones out. But at this point in the story, we are engaged. We figured out where we're doing your wedding, if you're going to have a small or big wedding. So the next thing I really want you to consider is getting a planner, having help. Like I said, I've been doing this for years, and there were so many things that I just didn't know anything about, or how to execute, or questions to ask. You know, Tamara J. Events did our wedding both in Mexico and up here in San Francisco, and she changed our life. You know, things might have not gone very well on the wedding day if we hadn't had her. A lot of times as the photographer, if you don't have a planner, I end up kind of playing both of those roles for the day, not necessarily in the vision, which is another thing that was super overwhelming to me, and I'm so happy that I had somebody to help me. Otherwise, I would have had this like sparkles and rainbows and like 25 different styles and feels kind of wedding, which is my personality, but it looked way better the way that Tamara helped like funnel it into this beautiful, beautiful vision. So yeah, it's just something really important to think about, is getting somebody to help you not only curate your vision and really help you bring it to life. You know, Pinterest is great, but it can also be the most overwhelming resource out there, because you change your mind every day because you see something beautiful and new, and it's really hard to kind of filter through all of that to get your vision. And then the other part of it is getting somebody who can also help execute your day. And I understand that budget is often an issue. So maybe if you don't get somebody to help curate your vision, you get a month of or a day of, but I really call them month of planners, because you know you're not bringing them in the day before the wedding. They are really helping in those final details. And it's just so important to have help. It's really challenging to answer all these questions on your wedding day and the days before, to make sure that things happen. If something goes wrong, like, you don't want to have to deal with it, and often you will end up dealing with it if you don't have somebody there to help. And having a friend do it can work, but they also want to have a good time and drink and party, and so getting everything put away and making sure that your gifts make it where they're supposed to go, and you know, your shoes that you threw off at some point, like all of that stuff gets back to you, and there's a lost and found, there's a point person and your family knows who to call and it's not you, is all super important. So tip from Chloe, get a planner. Oh, this is my mic to drop. Ready? Here we go. Get a planner. It'll change your life, and it'll make your wedding day so much more amazing. Drop the mic.